Hello, thank you for viewing my channel. I go by Mystic Zorzy, and the reality is I've been a tarot card reader since 1996. I only say that because there was this store called Gadzooks, which they were in every store. It was like a Hot Topics of the time. That's where I got my first Rider-Waite deck. Since then, I had filled in for other slots of readers all throughout California, Northern California, San Francisco. And I continued, throughout high school. I traveled many places and was involved in carnies, magic shows. So as far as keeping up with the gypsy tradition, I was always fascinated by that. And well, I would say what makes my readings different is I've never done for a group, but I have given the same readings to several people and given them the results they want. And a big part of what makes me different is I have a very strong will and a strong belief in this and an understanding of energies. So I hope whatever news I bring to you, you will be able to manage it as you wish for your own benefit. And let's just see what happens. So because this is my first reading, I wanted to wear my favorite pieces of jewelry. These earrings, for instance, I got them long ago of the sarcophagus, Nefertiti jewelry. Let's see if you can see it. My father had given it to me, or my mother, years ago. I believe he was in Cairo, so that's a set like that. My favorite of all time is Miss Nefertiti herself. I actually had the pleasure of visiting her in the museum in Berlin. I forget which one it is, but it's on the museum island. So I'd like to do everybody's sign, Aries to Pisces. And just start with 3 cards for now. I'll let you guys be the judge of this first video reading ever. If you have questions, comments, put them below. Let's get us started. So I do believe in practices beforehand. So one thing I want to mention is I will always keep a piece of crystal close to me. This one is a specific kind. I will look that up. I think it's fluorite. And this should be in everyone's repertoire. It's ammonite. It's billions of years old, fossilized into crystal. And typically just a seashell, but that's not even where I was going with this. I do not advertise for these people at all, but I used to do the sage and feel like sage was necessary. I'm telling you, you just get you some of this Florida water. I believe it's $12 for 3 of them. It's a very strong, potent cologne, but it does have a very clearing effect. So before you engage in any kind of practices, it's always nice to start with a clean slate. So let's start off with Aries for the week of April 25th through May 1st. So right off the bat, Aries, we have the Star, 7 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands. There is a person in your life that you are putting a lot of effort towards. In other words, there's a lot of work to be done on yourself, and You've become more motivated by this harmonious meeting of a kindred spirit, perhaps. Either a very close friend or perhaps a romantic loved one. This person reminds you of something that you can relate to. The only problem is you're not really quite sure if what you guys both want is aligning with one another. Okay, so this is going to be my advice for you. In order to get this person, you are, yes, making a lot of changes, healthy changes in yourself, but do this and only do this if you can keep up with it. This person wants you to spend money on them. This person specifically wants you to show and prove in other ways besides going to the gym. They want to see gifts. They want to be showered. They are not very sure of themselves, but I would just tell you, if you really want this quickly, because it seems like you're ready to wait and wait and wait, but if you want something to pick up and get going, if you know what I mean, you know, because, hey, that's a part of life too. You need to shower this person. They're getting on your freaking nerves. I understand your frustration, you know. But it does look very promising. Oh, and yeah, one or both of you definitely likes to overindulge a little bit too much. That could be actually something beneficial for your relationship. I'm not pushing anything hard. I'm pushing something like, you know, a little small thing, like maybe you both like to sleep in really late, or maybe you're both into haunted houses, or maybe you're both into like something that's a bit of a quirk. Is that the word, quirk? Yeah. More of a quirk that you know you both share. Maybe you have a dark sense of humor. I think things like that will bring you together. But definitely this person likes to be shown that they are number one. Kind of like you. Like you can understand it. And only use that, I'm telling you, only use that if you have another plan for how to proceed forward with your individual person. So I'm just telling you the ends. But if you would like a consultation with me, I will provide the email and link below for you to get a personal reading with moi. So let's go on to Taurus. Okay. Taurus, Chariot, Ace of Swords, Six of Wands. You're moving forward to declare some kind of truth. It might have to do with a love situation, because it's saying that you're moving forward towards something that had caused you a lot of grief, but you know, you held them close to you. I don't know if this is your children or this is a loved person that's been in your life for some time, but you're making some movement forward and you are offering them your, you know, your affection, but it seems like they're probably stuck in something else. The only way it's saying to get to this person, is that you're going to have to make a serious change in your whole persona with them. You're going to have to actually start fighting with them because they're not used to you having arguments or anything like that. That's actually going to turn this person onto you more. Because it says right here, the Death and the Five of Swords, as your advice. Here's the Death. He's just over it, right? Five of Swords. Oh, and I'm sorry, the Two of Swords too. Another indecisive situation, right? It's like you want this love to happen. You're going to charge forward. But this person, they have something that's bothering them right now. So it is really not the best time. Yeah, the best you should do at this point is just focus a little bit more on yourself. But if you're willing to start an argument with them, I recommend doing that just to bring in a little bit of passion. you know. And again, if you have some other questions on how to proceed forward and make it work, let me know. But that's going to be your end, Taurus. All right, let's go over to Gemini. The feeling they're not too far off. Gemini. The Magician, Temperance, the Sun. You show up right there all pretty as the Magician. You've got some times that you're just going to erupt and just get really upset. The Tower is actually clarifying that Temperance. You're gonna walk away. Yeah, you've been playing this game with this person for a while where you walk away just because you know they're gonna come chasing after you, right? I don't think it's gonna work out this time because this person is a little bit occupied. I think they're gonna notice you more if you show your strength in not explaining. In other words, don't explain to this person why you're acting this certain way. Just completely cut off the communication, which I know it's hard for you to do. Mercury is retrograde in your ruling sign, Gemini, which is Aquarius. I mean, there might be an Aquarius involved, which is Mercury. So hold it back if you can. Keep on focusing on yourself. Like, what are you creating? You're working on some new thing right now. Like, that should be taking up a lot of your efforts. Not whatever this situation is. Yeah, they're expecting you to fight. Don't fight. Don't even explain. Like, don't even get into that kind of battle. It's not gonna work out. Ignore them for 3 whole days. I'm sure you haven't ignored them longer than that ever in your life. So whatever you gotta do, get a book. I don't know if it's Hemingway or Edgar Allan Poe. Actually, that doesn't take that long to read, but get the encyclopedia, honey. All right. Gemini. Okay, so we're gonna go over to Cancer. Death, Ace of Wands, 3 of Wands, Ace of Swords, 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Okay. You usually do not let stuff go, but you're at least giving off the impression that you're letting this shit go, right? Something has got to give. Did you go and talk to somebody's family member, perhaps? It was somebody's family that you talked to, or you're like in good standing with that person. I wanted to just say, though, they're all on your side. And that person is not going anywhere anyway, because he's clearly attached. Like, there's a strong attachment. It's something about your appearance that you've changed that's really got this person into you. That's what you should do. I know it just get a wig. You know what I mean? You don't have to do anything abrupt or with so much consequence. Like, if you don't mind wasting $15. I'm just saying, like, I just get that intuition. Like, get a wig, become like a dominatrix, like act that part, really. This kind of person, he or she dilly-dallies in making decisions. You're gonna have to make a bold move. So, I don't know, dress up like some, I don't know, whatever their fantasy is. Hell, it might even be the Marshmallow Man. I don't know, I liked him. I thought he was hot growing up. Anyway, you know, just spice things up a little bit. This clearly isn't over. Y'all are just having a moment. But if you want them back, you're going to have to make a bold move, because otherwise they're not really buying it. So it's got Mr. and Mrs. Krabby over there on the other side where the other person used to be. That's what's happening. Okay, Leo is next. There he is with the Sun, the 5 of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles. The Sun rules Leo. The 5 of Swords is like surrender, which Leos don't typically do. They are over some money with that Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what happened. Okay, you definitely got away with something and regretted something that you did, Leo. But here's the thing. We all know, or they all know, all the people close to you, yeah. Judgment, Six of Pentacles. They see where you've been wronged, and they see where you deserve whatever this is coming for you, because you're a very hard worker. On the flip side, whatever was taken from you, everyone knows it was taken. So you don't have anything to worry about. Judgment is going to come, and you're going to get whatever was taken from you. I don't know about everything else after that, because, you know, I'm not calling anyone else out, but there's some level of, I don't know, some Leos that I know. I have a moon in Leo, but they have this thing like of revenge in their blood, like Pisces, right? I'm a Pisces sun. So, but this is going to occur. So Leo doesn't have to do anything. Just keep your nose to the grindstone, okay? That's your advice. That's the only advice.